Our message for humanity is to be more of the selves that you were born as, to rid yourself of those societal constrictions, the rules and mores which do not unite but divide, and subjugate some consciousness at the supposed benefit of your own, which is in fact against nature and divine law in ways, and why your realm has been placed in a quarantine of sorts. So no matter what messes you make, they do not spill over into other realities. And should that get close to happening, there will be ways of mitigating those instances, such as your nuclear attacks. And respect your oceans and your water, for indeed, those hold the key to your future and your bodies as well. For it is interesting you label bodies of water and do not consciously realize you are bodies of water. So there is but one water, and it is divided as you are one people, separated. But the water retains its frequency of all, and that energy is great and grand and beyond definition in your terms, but is not honored in ways in which it was intended, which is indeed part of the exploration of your realm. But the life-giving forces within your oceans need your assistance, or could use your assistance, for they will get what they need. And we will be there to assist, but preserving as opposed to harvesting to extinction various species and polluting the very life-giving substances which can sustain you is of the utmost importance. And that is our message for humanity. And we wish for humans to understand or more understand the causation of manifestation in your reality. For humans are scattered in their beliefs, and they force their forms to hold energies which are not beneficial, not understanding. They are, in ways, harming their own experience and making their bodily forms work harder than necessary. And that energy could be used for greater fulfillment and joy in your reality. So our message to humanity is to Honor the forms you have chosen by taking the utmost care in their health and operation. And by that, we do not mean polluting it with man-made substances. Your medicines have an ulterior motive, and it is not to heal. It is to provide revenue ongoing by damaging one part of your body at the expense of helping another, so to speak. On your vehicles, if every time you fix something it broke something else, you would not heed that advice, not go to that mechanic shop. Yet humans do that same thing over and over and over again, trapped in their medical responses, the patterns which they have established with the help of and indoctrination through your medical establishment being taken over for profit and not for healing. We urge you to go back and to search out those healers, not necessarily those individuals which are helpful to you, but there are many guides and publications which can lead you to greater benefit in those areas. Seek them out. Use your higher self. Use your discernment, not only in that information and all others, but in putting substances in your mouth for your digestion. And bless in your ways, energize all substances prior to consuming. Maximize that benefit that they will provide you by urging them to do so and showering them with love as you would your favorite child or favorite pet, or if you are obscure enough, your favorite object. It is that important and makes that much of a difference. And that is our message for humanity. And we ask you to honor the natives and their teachings, for that is the highest level of awareness that your planet has known on its own. Not that you are ever alone, but those teachings, those beliefs, those connections came from the heart of oneness. And that is where your focus needs to be. For not only is that your future in a different way, but the underlying love, respect, and honoring of all life on and in and around your planet. So our message to humanity is to seek the ways of the indigenous, to seek their wisdom, and to honor their paths, their messages, their energies, their histories, their stories, and to provide for them, for in doing so, and not relegating them to a lesser status, marginalizing them in your ways, shall help humanity by leaps and bounds to achieve that unity for they are the leaders of the changes to come through their teachings. And while they may not be at the forefront or in the camera range, that energy joined with Mother Earth and all of the sacred spirits and elementals shall help propel humanity into the future you desire. And without that help, there is no hope, for those vibrations sustain you and lead you and fill in the spaces between the beats of your heart. So know this and honor your future and your past by honoring the indigenous and their ways. And that is our message for humanity. And we have not come to respond, but to experience. But there are energies of discord on in your world. And yet hope runs rampant. It is a strange dichotomy. And our message for humanity is to keep that focus on your future. Do not get mired down into what information is thrown at you, for it is not food for your spirit. The food for your spirit, the nutrition, the nourishment, is your vision, is what you see in your heart, where you wish humanity to go, the life you wish for your offspring in loving ways, that quest for a better world, better society, better environment for your offspring. That is where we urge you to focus. And that is our message for humanity, for we are in that future and share that vision with you and support. How strange. The requests is unusual, and if we were to fix your planet, our ways may not be your ways. For the removal of the irritants in your world would be primary. But humans have developed means of perpetuating them, which is not desired by the majority on your planet, yet it persists for now. If you had an issue with your bodies as the body of Mother Earth has with the actions you have perpetrated against her, you would fix it, yet you let the larger changes, the destructions, which impact all life on your planet, to continue, and even take steps to acerbate those damages, those frequencies. And while the earth will survive, innocence in ways on it will not. Our message to humanity is to find a way to remove those irritants in your world. We seek to know more and exchanges of energies in this way are rare for reasons you may not be aware of. And we have no message. We are explorers. And what we find is interesting. And we shall return when you are ready for us and our kind. We come with no message, but with support. And that is our message. You are supported.